and behold my sacred space. So yeah, it's I quite enjoyed making this, and I'm obviously going to make adjustments and stuff in the future, but there's a bunch of symbolism stuff. So this little thing is a lovely pendulum, which obviously represents the chakras. I don't know if I can fucking focus on that. Yeah, there we go. And it's obviously a pendulum. And also, too, I really like it because if you spin it like that, it literally will, like, spin back and forth and wind itself up for, like, 30 minutes straight. Very much enjoy it. And it kind of, the swinging back and forth to me represents oscillation of yin and yang and a balance between the, two dichotomous forces of nature represented by the god and goddess, of course, in Wicca. So I also have gotten it set up in terms of relationship to north, right? Because that is north over there, actually in South Carolina. So we got more masculine kind of god style stuff on the left. I have my Southern Oracle necklace, which is technically silver and gold in and of itself, as a mixture of both, but that necklace is there. And then I have my necklace of Enoch over here, which is more symbolic of night. And then I have this little metal piece here, which you may be familiar with, the Hanayama puzzles. This one has, again, a little, I don't know why, it needs to stop, like, focusing, turning the automatic focus. How do I turn automatic? I'm an idiot. Okay, so silver thing there. Gold thing there. I love the fact that they both fit together like that. I have a little ring here. I guess I'm just gonna have to manually focus with my fucking finger. There's gotta be a way. Sorry, I don't know how to use my damn iPhone. Okay, and so yeah, I got this beautiful, both of these rings a friend of mine, Charles, gave me. So this one is kind of more representative of water. This one more representative of fire. Again, sort of like more masculine and feminine energy, so to speak. This thimble is an unassuming piece, and probably my favorite thing here. It reminds me of Peter Pan. I don't know if you remember, but when Wendy asked Peter Pan for a kiss, yeah, he gave her a thimble. So to me, it's kind of symbolic of innocence, but also love, and yeah, and it's very unassuming. It isn't quite as glamorous as the other items. These rosaries, kind of collected all together. I eventually want to get crystals for each of the elements placed here. I love the link. I mean, there's so many things symbolic about this, besides the fact that so many of us love Zelda, and particularly the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. The rock hard Goron mask being the one that he was put on as if sort of like the exterior of the ego, revealing underneath the innocence, but at the same time the fun and free play to be able to wear all the masks. And then at the centerpiece is the child. I mean, there's so many things about that are symbolic. And underneath this too, here, this little oracle thing, there's a pendant, or if you flip it to the other side, it shows like the chakras and stuff, but sun and moon and the elements and elemental combinations. I've had this little elephant thing for a while. It reminds me of Ganesh, and just India in general. And then I found this little cheap fake flower, and I just thought it was really poetic and beautiful, and randomly had the idea to put the flower in the elephant's trunk, and so it's kind of there, sort of carrying the torch, so to speak. We got classic Buddha with an actual pine cone. I wanted to have at least some not fake piece of nature in here. And then besides Buddha, we have some of my favorite composers, particularly Beethoven on the right, who's obviously a very masculine, like an extremely masculine composer, and then Debussy on the left, right, an extremely feminine composer, and they're both some of my favorites. And I did a little bit of symbolism with the colors, red, blue, and then purple synthesized in the middle, which of course relates to the there we go, which relates to the top chakra, right, the third eye. And yeah, this thing I've had for a while, so I thought it would work out nicely. And it also gave me some reference for placing things. I had some rare earth magnets, and I found which one looked the most masculine and the one that looked the most feminine, which I really enjoy because they're kind of balanced, but they're sort of different. And then anyway, yeah, on the right side over here, we have our nice Father Oak incense holder, a rock fossil, and also this too reminds me of Earth and the fact that, again, we used to be, as souls, imbibed and imbued, and throughout the whole process of evolution, like, it just gives me a sense of like the ancient life forms that existed on Earth long ago. And then of course the pyramid obviously is a classic symbolic symbol of masculinity and achieving the highest order towards the heavens, and also building the pyramids, creating, whereas the goddess is more sort of like destruction and the void and sleep and refreshing for rebirth. And then over here, of course, we have a beautiful crystal, that crystal ball, seeing eye, seeing orb, whatever it's called, that my friend Charles gave me, which I very much enjoy. It's absolutely beautiful. And then a Tibetan singing bowl. Let me put this in. What should I hit it? I'll hit it with this. This thing's beautiful. It has so many different overtones. Like this ba and this ba. There's so many different overtones. I like to fill it up with a little bit of water too. Obviously, water is symbolic of the goddess, and some people's sacred spaces often have a little cup of water. And depending upon how much water you put in there, it actually changes the tone, which is really cool. And then a nice little blue fan, nothing expensive. I'm sure you've seen these kinds of fans before, but fan symbolizing air. So, again, air and water being more feminine elements. And then, of course, this, shape-wise, brain, kind of lines up with this. So I wanted it to be somewhat symmetrical, but at the same time, not like totalitarianistically symmetrical. So anyway, I enjoy it a lot. And again, it's a little cluttered currently to my eyes aesthetically, but I think it's a great start. And I'm curious what you think about it.